Hi there. So in this lecture, we are going to talk about if condition in Java. I have an example. For example, I have an integer array. This integer array has different values. For example, it's begin from number 1 till number 88. So there is also even values and there is also odd values. So I wanted to print on all even values. For example, 2, 4, 8, 6, 10, 122, 244, and 488. So I want to print only even values in the output. So the first concept is how to access to each and every element of this array. We need to use the concept of for loop. So let's start with starting with the for loop. So I can say for, then int I know int r, for example, variables equals to 0. You know all of them because I already declared them. What is this first part, second part, this part, and then I less than num, the variable, dot length, so we get the size of the array, then semicolon, or plus plus. So there is an issue with the I because we don't use the variable I here. We need to replace I with R. So here, if I use system out.println, put the num, it print all the values for me. I don't want it. I want to use if condition to print only the even value for me. So for using that, we need to use if conditions. So we start with if. So inside the if conditions, so for accessing of each elements, already this one, we need to use variable with or. So if this variable go inside this value is number 1, for example, first iterations goes inside, then we need to divide this one by using percentile, divide by 2. Then we need to say if the remainder is 0. After that, we need to put square brackets. So I wanted to repeat again this part again for you that you should remember. So we wanted to put using if condition in order to print out all those even value from these value in the array. So for this purpose, I use percentile 2. What does it mean? For example, if 2 divided by 2, if the remainder is 0, then it's going to be even number. If the remainder is not 0, then it's an odd number. For example, 9 multiplies 2, then there is remainder is 1. This is not an even number. So I put double equal. So remember, when we compare two integers in the Java, we need to use double equal. For example, this side is also integer, this side is also integer. So that's why we use double equal. So that's one. Any execute of code line here, it will, when it is executed, if the condition is satisfied. If the condition is satisfied, then this piece of line of code, which is I'm going to write here, CISO control space enter out.println, then I say num or. If this one executed, so all those numbers will be printed out here. So let me execute this one. You see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 122, 244, and 488 is printed here. So this is the way this all even number that it by using if conditions we print out all those even numbers. Again, I want to repeat it again for you. So these if conditions, this num is a variable that goes to access to each and every value here in each iterations. In each iteration it picks a value, then it divide by using percentile by 2. If the remainder is 0, so 2, for example, 4 divide by 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 4. What is the remainder is 0. So this is the concept that we use here. And again, we use double equal when we compare two integers in the Java. Okay, stay tuned with us. We will talk about another block of the if condition, which is else condition. Thank you.